What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Venom box set featuring Venom, Riot, and Agony. And so here we have the Marvel Legends Venom box set posed and out of the packaging. Before we move on to the figures, let's actually run through their accessories. Starting with Agony, she does come with two different pairs of hands. She does come with the pair of fists, and then she does get a pair of clawing hands. Riot does come with his scythe hand, which does go on either side. It is keyed, so do be aware of that. And then Venom does come with two different head sculpts. We do get the Venom head, which looks really nice. Then we get the half Eddie Brock, half Venom head, which also looks really good. He also does come with a pair of fists, as well as a pair of clawing hands. Other than that, they don't come with anything else, which I think they come with just enough. I think it's perfect for the set. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at each of these figures. So first we're going to be having a look at Riot, because in my opinion he's the least interesting figure out of the set. Not saying he's a bad figure, just out of this box set he's the least interesting because he is using the entirety of the Monster Venom bulk. So everything on him, with the exception of his head, has been seen before. He's using that Monster Venom build that we saw with the original Monster Venom and the re-release that we have right here. It's a really nice body, don't get me wrong, it works for the character. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, Riot is supposed to be gray. They made him this blue color. I know that's a more modern take on Riot, but classic Riot, he's really gray, not blue. But I do like the color scheme on him. They did a really good job. The head sculpt is perfect. I think it works for Riot. I liked his eyes. They have this pearlized look to them. And even on the tips of his head, you can see the symbiote coming off of it. So it does differentiate it from Venom. Really do like the teeth right here. If you really wanted to, you could customize this to be another head for the Monster Venom. But I'm going to keep it as Riot because I really do like the symbiotes. But yeah, Riot does look good. I do like the fact that throughout the body, they did find spots to like put this purplish gray throughout the figure. It actually works because they found spots that actually look like they're recessed and just painted them in, so that's really cool. I do like that. Other than that, he still has the same tendrils that we saw with the Monster Venom build, so those are still soft plastic. He still utilizes the Build-A-Figure body, so he still comes in pieces. His back can still come off, his legs to, pull off easy. His arms, I think they retooled the arms because I can't pull these out, and they feel a little bit sturdier than with the Monster Venom build, so maybe they went back and retooled the connection point. But yeah, it's still that exact same body that we saw originally, just done in this really nice deep blue with these patches of grayish purple. So yeah, really do like that. And like I said, he does come with his scythe hand, which does go on either side of his hand, but it is key to go in a specific way. Like because they did angle his wrist right here, you have to kind of figure out how the scythe hand will rest there. Overall, I do like it. This is a very good look. You can see he has that monstrous grip going all the way down, and then we have the monster feet. So overall, Riot here is a pretty good looking figure. Out of the three, I think he's I don't want to say the most boring, but yeah, he is kind of plain when you compare him to the other two figures. At least in my opinion, he's still a really solid figure, and they could have released him on his own and he'd still be a really good figure. So with Riot out of the way, let's move on to Agony. So here we have a closer look at Agony, and I think they did a very good job with her. Her look is very, very good. I especially love the way her eyes look. It kind of has like this fiery flare to it. I like the way her mouth is designed. She does have that bubblegum syndrome that we saw with some of the other symbiotes, just because it's really hard to sculpt a mouth like that. We saw it with Mafex Carnage, we saw it with Scream. Scream kind of had that effect going, but yeah, because you can't really sculpt teeth that sharp and have the opening, I do understand why they had to go that route, but I do like it. You can see it does stand out very nicely right here. Especially love her hair, although I kind of feel like they missed the mark with her hair. They kind of had the right idea with giving her some dark purple in it, but they kind of stop halfway, and it's just really obvious that her hair is just one color. Yeah, natural shading is going to give it the illusion of all this darker purple, but yeah, under my harsh lights, it's really obvious her hair is just one color. Hasbro's gotta do better. I do like the sculpt of it, and it does come off into this little pointed tail, which that's really scary. I'm pretty sure in comics you could turn that into like a stinger and stab somebody with it. Overall, the head sculpt works for Agony. I think it works, and as you would expect, her hair does make her a little bit back heavy, so you do have to get it posed just right, otherwise she is going to topple over. Having a look at the body, I originally thought this was the same body that Silk used and the Spinneret, but no, she actually has a newer upper torso. I don't know if we've seen it before, but yeah, it's really obvious that she's not wearing a shirt, that it's like really on her body like a skin tight suit, because instead of a shirt you can see her anatomy is very prominent, I would say. But yeah, really do like it, especially because it is using the new Marvel Legends body, which is really good. They still need to work on this joint. The diaphragm joint is very bad and still could use some work. But overall, I like the purples, the pinks that they use. They do a really good job of contrasting each other, and it's very clean paintwork, although it's kind of strange. Here you can see two different tones from her chest to her stomach. That's supposed to be the same color, so I don't know why it's so different. She's looking very nice. I do have her with her clawing hands, which those look really nice in that light pink. Then she has like these magenta legs going down to the pink feet. Really nice. And I do like the fact that she has these exposed feet. You can see her toes. That's a really nice little detail. Well, on Scream she had kind of like the boots. I think the feet work better for the symbiote. So yeah, a really good figure here. She looks very nice. And again, her anatomy is a little bit different than Spinneret and Silk's because it's a little more prominent right here. If you guys know what I mean. If you know, you know. But yeah, Agony here is very well done. I like the paint. It's clean. I think a little bit of mess would have been really good. I think they could have detailed her just a little bit better. But yeah, for the most part, I do like it. So with Agony out of the way, let's have a look at Venom. And finally, here we are having a look at Venom, and this is one of Hasbro's better Venom figures. I'm not gonna lie to you, between the giant winged Venom and this one, I really don't know which one I like more. I like features from both of them, but yeah, having a look at this Venom, they did a very good job with this head sculpt. You can see all the wrinkles in his face. The eyes are done with this really nice pearlized color. Teeth could be a little bit sharper, but I do understand why they look this way. It's a safety thing. I love the detailing on his tongue. They did a really good job detailing it, and I'm glad they did not include any slime, and it's just a long tongue. So yeah, it works for Venom, and again, they did a really good job capturing the overall look. Although I feel like his head could be a little bit elongated a bit more. It's still really nice looking. I love it. He is using the Omega Red body, which is one body that everybody said he should be using, and it's the exact same body from the cell shaded Venom. So yeah, it's perfect for Venom, I'm not gonna lie. Then they even went the extra mile and filled in these holes that were exposed on the original one. This one now has like symbiote coming out of it, and it looks really good. Really loving the spider insignia right here. It's very clean on mine. Really do like it. And I don't know the paint technique that they use on it, but there is some detail work on it. It feels like it was sculpted on. It's not, but you can feel some raised parts on his spider. It looks really nice. But just like with the original Omega Red Venom, the cell shaded one, it's very thin in the back. I don't know why they didn't make it a little bit wider. It's just one of those things that I kind of wish they did. But yeah, he's using the exact same body, so everything from this Venom is the same on this Venom. Although I feel like the joints on this new Venom work better now. He still has the pins because he is using an older body, and again, I really don't care. I like the symbiote On the arms, it's very, very veiny and it looks good. Really do like this torso. It's big, it's girthy, but it's not too girthy. It's not like Monster Venom, which I still love that Venom figure, but this looks really good. And one complaint I think I might have, they should have made him glossy. Like, he has some gloss on him, but just no gloss on this figure. Make him shiny, because the symbiote is supposed to be like oily. At least that's where I've always seen it, and he just doesn't look oily to me. He just looks matte. If ever a time that Hasbro should use shiny plastic, it's Venom here. And again, because he is using the Omega Red body, he has these really thick thighs and these big feet which work for him. And again, I really don't mind if Venom is wearing shoes or has exposed feet. Either way, it looks good. But yeah, Venom here is looking fantastic. Very good job by Hasbro on this Venom. So, with Venom, Agony, and Riot's details out of the way, let's actually get them compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Venom box set posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Venom box set posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Venom box set posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we do have the Venom box set posed next to the Marvel Legends Scream, Lasher, and Phage. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to their articulation. We'll have a look at Riot's articulation first, moving these two off camera really fast. So as far as Riot's articulation goes, he has the same as the Marvel Legends Monster Venom. So his neck is protruding forward, so when you rotate his head, it does rotate at an angle. But it is on this really nice disc hinge, so it does move up and down very nicely. And we do get some slight tilt, but not a lot. Arms are on ball joints that go all the way around. They go out to about right there, which is acceptable. We have a bicep swivel, single bend here at the elbow, a hinge and swivel here at the wrist. We have an ab joint that works really well. It goes back to about that far. Then it does move forward to about that far, so we can get really nice poses out of that. He does rotate here at the waist. Legs do kick forward and back, out to the side. Thigh swivel at an angle, unfortunately, but that's the way it's always been. Double bend here at the knee. Then we have a swivel at the shin. Hinge in the ankle going back and forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So that's Riot's articulation. Let's move him off screen really fast. And then we'll have a look at Agony. Now she does have a disc hinge in the neck. If I can just pop that off really fast. Yeah, it's just a regular disc hinge, and she has a ball joint at the top of the head, so it does move side to side really nicely. Turns left and right, up and down, and then on that hinge she can look down and look up, but it's a really stiff joint, so be careful with that. We have ball joints at the shoulders, which do go out to about right there. Goes all the way around, no problem. Does have a bicep swivel. Double bend here at the elbow, a little bit stiff, but it does work. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint in the torso going back and about that far forward, could be better. Rotates, legs kick forward, back, out to about right there. She does have a thigh swivel. A double bend at the knee, kind of stiff on mine, but you can see it does work. Then she does have a hinge going up and down. So very nice on Agony. Whew. Let's get Venom out of the way, guys, because it's really, really exhausting reviewing all three of these figures at one time. So, having a look at Venom, he does have a disc hinge in the neck going back and forward really nicely. Some head tilt, left and right rotation. Butterfly joint, which I really do love that. Forward and back, out to the side, really nicely, going all the way around. Bicep swivel, double bend at the elbow. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. He has an ab crunch which goes forward and back. Waist swivel. Just gotta catch my breath a little bit. But yeah, we do have a waist swivel. Legs do kick forward to about right there. Kick back, out to the side. He does swivel at the thigh. Double bend here at the knee. No boot rotation, but he does have a hinge in the foot going back and forward, and then forward facing pin for rocker ankle. Whew, that is a mouthful, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So, with their articulation out of the way, let's actually take a little break, get these guys posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll have a look at how they stack together. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have the Marvel Legends Amazon exclusive Venom, Riot, and Agony posed for my final thoughts. And overall, I really do love this set. Don't get me wrong, guys, even though it is a reissue of the Monster Venom, the Omega Red body, and somewhat of a new female body, I really love the way this set came out. Now, it might just be my love of the symbiote that makes me really say this is a good set. It might be the fact that we finally get a half Eddie Brock, half Venom head that we can throw onto a comic book. It might be that we got the probably definitive Venom figure that we've been looking forward to for so long. I don't know. There's a lot of things to like about this set if you're a fan of Venom. I really love the way the Venom figure came out. I think he's one of the highlights of this box set. Riot here is a long time coming. I'm surprised that they made Monster Venom before they made Riot. I know Riot came out around the same time as the first Venom movie, at least the body build, and it would have been cool to see him in that movie series, but we do finally have Riot in hand. And then Agony completes the symbiote wave that we've been dying to complete. If you're like me, you guys have all the other symbiotes. You have Scream, Lasher, Phage, Carnage, and now we finally get Agony and Riot to throw into the collection. And even though Riot is blue instead of gray, I really do like the way he came out. I love his scythe hand. If I had one complaint about Riot, I would have liked to see dual scythe hands that can go on each of his hands. That would have been really cool, and a bigger scythe hand. I know it might just be me being a little bit spoiled, but I would have loved to see just a giant scythe hand that Riot can swing around. Overall, this box set to me is well worth it. We get a pretty big oversized figure, we get a beefy Venom figure, and then we get Agony, who's a very beautiful looking figure in her own right. Now, if you are looking for this set, it is an Amazon exclusive, so you do have to track it down on Amazon.com, where you can pick it up for $77. Now, is it worth the $77? Surprisingly, I think so. We get technically a Build-A-Figure / deluxe figure, then we get two really nice solid figures. And if you go by modern Hasbro pricing, Venom being $25, Agony being $25, and then deluxe figures being like around $40, that's about $85 worth of value in a $77 set. Now, after taxes and shipping, if you don't have Amazon Prime, that can go upwards to about $85, possibly $90 depending on your area. Now, is it worth the $90? I would still say yes, but then again, I'm probably biased because I really do like the symbiotes. Their overall design looks good, and I think this set works fantastic. If you want to pick this set up, Amazon is the place to go, and like I said, it will run you $77. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos and my Venom videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you guys would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.